out of the websites we analysed, actually I think Bronson had it. We used sound.
Yeah, sound.
Although it wasn't a soundtrack.
Typically unconventional, but on Bronson we saw it.
It wasn't a soundtrack that we used for the teaser trailer, but we thought that
it's more like
it goes an ambient track.
It
was actually initially used in a video game, but a lot of video games do make it an ambient track, which are over a lot of scenes in it.
You used it because of the length of it would have enough time to be played over whilst people view the website.
People view the website. They'll only be on a page for a certain amount of time, and it was a perfect length to just sort of play over it. And it's that kind of thing. It reflects that sort of dark lingering.
The music itself, is very dark and very mysterious.
People want this suspense when they come onto this website. Ooh, music, trailer plays.
But also the option to turn it off.
We also get
it's like it's build up to something.
We also got the option to turn it off. If you're not a fan of this music, because a lot of people can find it annoying, or they just want to check out something quickly, you can turn it off.
Yeah.
And that's always important because.
There's something else we included on the website that it's the links, I guess, are quite bright compared to the rest of the website, which I guess it is in a good way because it further markets other pages that we've made, which is the social media pages. We've got Twitter, Facebook, and
we set up a page on Facebook and a Twitter page not for the film itself, because usually what will happen, or in a lot of cases what happens is that the production company will create a Twitter page and then their film will run the theme of it during its production and during its time. So, for instance, Universal, I think they did it with Scott.
Vertigo Films was the Twitter page that promoted Bronson.
But they'll just change the title. We use Hand of Destiny. Hand of Destiny Productions. That's essentially our production company. We use that as a sort of figurehead which goes over everything.
Yeah, because we looked at other things. Even though there's not particularly films, like HBO has their own showcase, has their own. Even if they're talking about the particular.
It's the same with the Facebook again as well.
It's Hand of
Destiny. Hand of Destiny Productions, and then it's all of the posts, all of the pictures. It's all about how it's
themed to a particular film that they're promoting.
This was a free way of promoting our package again, and also sort of connecting closer with our audience.
Yeah,
it's free for the companies to use them, and also
these two are massive.
It's what companies do. As we've given examples of how they use them. It's all the time. If you look at the Woman in Black teaser trailer,
at the end
it has a hashtag. It's that sort of thing.
At the end of the Facebook trailer, social network trailer. Sorry, they had a Facebook link and everything.
Everything's moving to this social network. Everything almost relies on it to some extent. We needed that to fit in with conventions, not even just of other films, but a just general convention of nowadays, like what advertising.
Modern everyday advertising, and plus they've got such a massive following. More advertising.
Obviously, I tend to go on Twitter quite a lot, and I follow Paramount Pictures. Whereas most companies just go to market their own product, Paramount Pictures actually get involved with their audience. They get involved with their followers.
It's a way to connect.
Like more people are going to be interested in a company that gets involved with you. It's just naturally, it's going to be like that with everything. Even away from Twitter and other companies, it's like that. So that's another good way, free as well, to market a product.
Okay. Next.
Okay, so if we move on to the overall theme.
So I guess the overall theme of the website is the characters in the teaser trailer are good and evil, and one of the aspects we got that from was the yin yang symbol. I guess the way that's used is that it represents good and evil in a way.
It appears in almost every ancillary.
It's used
colour scheme is
we all showed it in our mood boards just because that was from the start. It was
the costume itself.
Yeah, the colours, something that we obviously quite a lot of. Well, the poster. Again, we used it on the minimal we used it on the main poster and the minimal poster. We used it on the website, like the same colour scheme, as in like black and white. So, and also we used it on the uniform in the movies, in the teaser trailer. So I guess that also
we had it from the start. It was pretty much our thing to use.
It also, I guess, reflects the nature of the characters as well. As that, like, say for example, when
they believe what's good
It's their
is
twisted
actually bad.
morals of what's wrong and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in a good way, they think that they're helping society, but really the methods that they're using to, well, what they think help society is really evil and, well...
Yeah, so the evil is the darkness and obviously
The
the good is
reason
the light.
it's like the reason they have black and white on their costume is because they have that. They think that they're good. They are actually bad. It's that essentially they're a melding of good and bad. They're the mix
Plus,
of that.
yeah, they've sinned themselves. Basically the idea is they've set themselves up like that way without even knowing they've done that, and that's basically what it is. They don't even think about it. Next point.
Okay. The next point is something that we all tried to make. One, at least a couple of them, if we could. We made TV spots. Though they didn't bring in marks, they weren't an actual direct task to us. The TV spots are something which people do during an ad campaign to set different times during scheduling, and so it's. I mean, in a cinema, you can play a full trailer. If it's an earlier release, you release the teaser. But the TV spots are just a short 30-second clip, which you can pretty much do anything with as long as it addresses the film. And that's why we tried a load of different types of music, a load of different just focuses.
And with the digital switchover, the television demographics just risen, so there is more people that can watch TV at a certain time,
and also
to see these TV spots.
TV spots in general are not really that hard to make, whereas like where teaser trailers in some films, they show, you know, some clips in teaser trailers which are not even in the film, which is, I guess, a little effort, but it's still more effort on their part. Whereas TV spots are directly edited and probably going to most likely be in the film. So
TV spots try and make you watch more of the film or get to know more, like learn about it.
Even if the TV spot just makes you go to watch the trailer,
it's an introduction to.
It's supposed to. It's a quick, snappy introduction, and because TV is it's obviously a hugely watched thing. It has been since the '60s, but it's massive. So people are going to see it, even if they don't want to. They're just
TV spots aren't just necessarily on TV. We can use the TV spots on YouTube. YouTube have ads
definitely
now.
websites and
websites. We can promote it on other websites that aren't ours. Just to appeal.
Even in the cinema, they use very quick ones to promote their own cinema. Like Odeon will show a very quick thing about a particular film and say, "This is the film of the month," whatever. They'll be really quick. So there we go.
Yeah, it's for speed and it's again increasing audience. Another thing on the same sort of point as TV spots was the Black Fade promotion video.
Yeah, the Black Fade promotion video is this idea that I came up with as the black. I made up this hypothesis just called the Black Fade hypothesis. But in a lot of teaser trailers, more thrillers and horrors or action films in particular, they will have moments where the screen will just fade completely to black and then back again. So this could be really quickly or really slowly. I mean, it depends on the pacing of the trailer and the film they want to do. But we've decided to make a TV spot promo which shows exactly that. Exactly the Black Fade theory, and even though, again, like we said, this won't get really any marks, it's all about the ad campaign.
And our audience is going to be this viewership that goes to see these suspense films, and the Black Fade suspense build up, keep building up, and just the Black Fade again.
And it leaves us nothing, which it's not a sort of, it's not
like a letdown,
but it's
building suspense.
So basically a conclusion or summary of everything that we've done. There is a connection between our products and the real life products in the sense that, it's a lot of the features that we've done are using codes and conventions which they've used. If we're using them, we're basically using conventions of our products.
Yeah.
We looked at Bronson's Gonna Live in It and Clockwork Orange, as well as the No Country for Old Men website. We looked at what they've done and how we can achieve something similar, but maybe not in the same style, but sticking to conventions of what they've done to promote their website.
I mean, to some extent it was a sort of relatively moral plagiarism or homage in the sense that, like, A Clockwork Orange, obviously that's a sort of basis for what we're doing. It's clear, you can tell that, anyone can tell that. So it's like, some of them are a bit more direct, but even if it's just using standard codes and conventions...
We did try to make us difference ourselves from everyone else, though.
Yeah.
By choosing our own style, our own... It's maybe not be unique, but it's different from what is going on at the moment.
Pretty much what we did last year with the superhero comedy. We wanted to do a different we wanted to do a different convention that won't just be horror or whatever. It will apply to the whole masses, and it will just be a bit different to stand out further.
Which is quite good that we've been able to do that, because we've taken quite a sort of, as it was, an indie subject, an indie genre, and we've made what everyone else is making with, well, I'm not saying everyone else is doing really standardised things, but if someone were to make, say, an action film trailer, or a drama trailer, or a romance comedy trailer, it would be easier to look at conventions there, because it's a conventional genre, but because ours is an unconventional genre, and we still did that, it's running on conventions of indie, which is quite an odd thing to say, because it's kind of contradicting, but either way we've done that. The next point, consumers probably would view this whole set, the ancillaries and the main product, as
one whole package.
it would be it's been,
That's our aim.
our aim was that,
And I think we've
the
achieved
task
it.
was that, and we've set out the whole time to make an ad campaign, not to make just separate things.
Yeah,
we've got the posters with that's what the
Yeah.
theme's really for. We've got the posters, we've got the Empire, we've got the magazine,
Although the Empire
and then
magazine-
the trailers of different lengths and different
and
styles.
also the website
website
pretty much has everything else on it, and the ancillary task and the main product. It
Yeah.
has everything on there.
We wanted to
So-
avoid doing a separate thing, because we thought, what's the point in putting this work into some ancillary task and not having that included in the film that we want to do?
It's like with the other tasks, one of them it was the music video. It's kind of difficult to make. I mean, you can't with a teaser trailer. You can make a trailer and then you can make a film poster, because they all exist. But trying to make a sort of music poster and then a music video, it's like they're kind of two different things, because one of them's a
All of
live
these
show, one of them's
ancillaries,
it's that sort of difference.
they are real products, and you see that they are for every single film.
Yeah.
It was easy to do for us because
Well,
we've made packages before.
We know about films. We've seen so much about films. We read so much about films that it's just sort of there. It's just common knowledge now, for us at least.
So we
and
thought-
for anyone who's in the area.
Yeah.
The natural thing to do is put them all together and just do that as a package.
So basically, it applies to the audiences. It follows conventions, and it all works together as a realistic ad campaign.
Thank you for watching.